CBS 11 News at 6 o'clock. The tale of two pictures here. Live look on the roads right now. Rain coming down fairly hard on the right side. That's Ennis. Dallas on the left side seeing a little bit of sun, but the big storm that we did see on the radar is parked right over top of Ennis. It is a first alert weather day. So let's bring the chief in. Matters where you are right now, doesn't it?
Yeah, we have a number of severe thunderstorm warnings, mainly the east of the 35 corridor that are continuing to push very fast off towards the north into the northeast right now. So it does matter where you are. West sides of North Texas, not a whole lot happening. So we're just going to go ahead and walk down the line just a little bit more. A new severe thunderstorm warning that does include parts of Collin County, also for the Grayson County area. This was issued and remains in effect until 7:15, and also for Fannin County until 7:15. These storms are moving northeast at about 30 miles per hour. So near McKinney to near looks like the White Right area. So these storms right here are continuing to push their way pretty fast off towards the north and the east, and the potential there, again, maybe some hail up to the size of golf ball size, even a $50 size with these storms that are quickly pushing northeast at about 30 miles per hour. So that's what we're tracking right now. As we move our way down, you can notice that right now in Rockwall County, that's where Aaron and I were looking at this storm and analyzing it with you, and you notice that we are dealing with some larger hail now falling south sides of Rockwall right along 30 there as we're sampling some of this, possibly hail up to the size of a walnut or maybe even a ping pong ball. This is also pushing very fast off towards the north and the east. With this storm, it's moving northeast, also about 40 miles per hour is the latest indication there under that severe thunderstorm warning that remains in effect. This remains in effect until 6:45. So if you're in Burrow, 632, go ahead and stay away from the windows. Cotton Mills, 640, Mineral Heights, about 651. The Greenville area will be in your neighborhood, approximately about 653. From there, we travel our way down just a little bit more through parts of Kaufman County, southeast of Seagoville. You notice to the west of Kaufman, seeing this hail core that is starting to develop. This is also pushing its way relatively fast off towards the north and the east. But you notice here, just through the Ennis area, we showed you that picture from our storm chaser, Mike Prendergrass. He was saying hail up to the size of nickels the last time that we were communicating. This is now east of 45. Let's go ahead and sample some of that hail size as well, possibly hail up to the size of a ping pong ball or a $50. We're going to go ahead and track that hail core as this is also pushing its way very fast off towards the northeast, also at about 30 miles per hour. So with this storm and its path, you're going to be seeing the potential of some of that $50 size hail or ping pong ball size hail in Sand Lake at 626, the Grays Prairie area at 643, Lively at 645, and Stubbs at 649. So from there, you can see that's where we do have that line, that broken line of storms that is developing as this is all pushing its way well off towards the east. And then these storms individually are moving northeast between 30 to then 45 miles per hour. Behind that, some scattered storms are developing, but the dry line is continuing to shift its way to the east. So that's why the storms that are reaching the severe limits are on that east side and east of the 35 corridor, which is what we were forecasting for today. And that's why we have a first alert weather day that is in effect as we go through the evening hours. So over towards a max 2 to show you exactly what's happening. You're able to see these storms are pushing their way eastward. So here is the first alert futurecast, and you can see there's that line of storms that is picking up. So over the next probably hour to 2 hours, it will come together in a line a little bit more. So your hail threat goes down. That damaging wind threat increases. These storms will then race their way towards the east sides of North Texas between 7 to near 8 o'clock, and then the cold front moves its way on in. And as that cold front moves in, we're going to be seeing then our temperatures drop just a little bit going into tomorrow, maybe some wraparound rain going into tomorrow morning in the northeast sides there of North Texas, and some cloud cover sticking around. Other than that, not a whole lot happening. But I do want to let you know, because of these storms and the potential of them reaching severe limits, we have a severe thunderstorm watch that does include the east sides of the Metroplex. All the counties indicated in yellow, which is right where we're seeing these storms reaching those severe limits. And that remains in effect until 10 o'clock. Slight risk of severe storms has been in effect from the Storm Prediction Center through this evening. That does include a lot of the Metroplex and all the areas that are under that severe thunderstorm watch for, again, those storms that have the potential of maybe some larger hail that we've been reporting already, and maybe those damaging wind gusts up to near 50 to 60 miles per hour. The tornado threat is very low. It's not completely non-existent. We haven't seen a lot of rotation with these storms so far as we've been analyzing them. But if that happens, we'll be the first to let you know as these storms are moving through. So we knew between 4 to 6 these storms would initialize near the I-35 corridor, then continue to make their way east. Between 7 to 10, those storms continue to make their way eastward. So the timing has not changed between 10 to near midnight. They are out of the area and we are continuing to calm down. How much rain can we expect? Well, maybe in some spots a half of an inch, maybe an inch of rain. In some spots that it's beneficial rain. But the reason why we saw these storms develop is look at the dew point temperatures behind the dry line in the 30s, ahead of it in the mid 50s for us. That's why we saw those storms spark off. So right now it's 70 at DFW with some storms being reported, a southwest wind at 9. The 7-day forecast shows that we're going to be seeing temperatures in the upper 60s for your Tuesday. Wednesday we'll see 78 degrees, Thursday 79. Cold front moves through. Evening rain around a 60% chance going into Friday, 67 degrees. And then into the weekend we have temperatures low to the mid 70s with another chance of storms by next Monday.